Hey, welcome. Today we're getting into something really important, how a few specific fruits can have a massive impact on a man's vitality, especially as we get over 50. We're going to look at why the usual fixes often miss the mark and uncover a natural, science-backed way to tackle the problem at its root. It could be a total game changer. So let's jump right in. This question really nails it. So many guys out there feel like they're just spinning their wheels, fighting a battle they can't win. But what if the problem isn't the engine at all? What if the real issue is in the delivery system? It's a huge misunderstanding that leads to so much frustration, but we're got to clear that up. Let me tell you about a guy, just 42 years old, who walked into his doctor's office feeling absolutely defeated. And his story? Well, it's the story of thousands of men who are suffering in silence. He'd tried everything, all the pills, the expensive stuff, the herbal remedies, and nothing was working. You can just imagine the toll that takes, not just on a relationship, but on your own self-worth. Now, his doctor had a light bulb moment. He realized that this man and so many others like him weren't dealing with a lack of desire. The engine was fine. The problem was much deeper. It was an issue with the transmission pathways. The entire vascular system that's supposed to deliver blood exactly where it needs to go. This right here is the shift in thinking that changes everything. So many of us have this idea that our bodies are like a phone battery that just degrades over time. It loses its charge, and that's that. But the science, it tells a totally different story. Your body is much more like a hydraulic system. And think about it. If the hoses in that system get clogged, it doesn't matter how powerful the pump is. Nothing's getting through. The problem isn't the pump, it's the plumbing. So what happens when people take common medications for this? Well, it's basically like taking that clogged hose and just cranking up the water pressure to full blast. Yeah, it might force some water through temporarily, but you're putting a ton of dangerous pressure on vessel walls that are already weak and compromised. And here's the most important part. These drugs are just a band-aid on the symptom. They do absolutely nothing to clear out the gunk that's causing the clog in the first place. So you're probably wondering, what is actually clogging these hoses? Well, it really boils down to two main culprits that build up over the years: inflammation and fatty deposits. These are the troublemakers that make our blood vessels rigid and narrow, and that restricts blood flow, especially to the furthest points in our body. Okay, so how do we start clearing out those clogs naturally? The answer is amazing, and it's found in these powerful plant compounds called flavonoids. I love this analogy. Think of flavonoid as a tiny, dedicated cleaning crew for your arteries. While you're sleeping, they get to work, collecting waste, scrubbing away that buildup, and basically polishing your blood vessel walls so they're smooth and flexible again. And listen, this isn't just some old folk remedy. This is backed by some serious, credible science. Researchers have found a direct, powerful link between eating a diet rich in these natural compounds and having much better vascular health. And that right there is the key to restoring your body's natural function. Just look at this number for a second, 21%. That is a huge reduction in risk, and it comes from one of the most respected research institutions on the planet. So what does this 21% actually represent? It represents a massive Harvard University study. They followed 25,000 men for a full decade, and they found that the guys who regularly ate fruits packed with flavonoids had a 21% lower risk of dealing with performance issues. The sheer scale and length of that study just hammers home how powerful this approach really is. So how does this magic actually work? Well, flavonoids help your body produce a really crucial molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is basically the messenger. It travels to the cells lining your blood vessels and tells them, hey, time to relax and open up. Without enough of that nitric oxide messenger, your blood vessels just stay narrowed and stiff, kind of like rusty old types. It doesn't matter what other signals your body is sending. All right, so we know we need flavonoids to kick our nitric oxide production into high gear. The big question is, where do we get them? Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the three superfruits that are absolutely loaded with these artery-clearing compounds. Our first hero is grapefruit, and this citrus powerhouse is way more than just a breakfast food. It literally acts like a natural filter for your entire circulatory system. The secret weapon inside grapefruit is a compound called naringin. It works like a gentle acid, dissolving and clearing out the fatty gunk that's been clogging up your arteries. So when you eat grapefruit, you're essentially polishing your blood vessels from the inside. And this cleanup job sends a signal to your body to ramp up nitric oxide production, which can turn that blood flow from a narrow little stream into a raging river. Okay, now I have to stop here for a very important warning. Grapefruit is incredibly powerful, and because of that, it can interfere with certain medications, especially things like blood thinners or specific heart meds. It is absolutely crucial that you talk to your doctor before you start eating it regularly if you're on any of those prescriptions. Seriously, safety first. Let's move on to our second hero, the pomegranate. Now, if grapefruit is the cleaner, you can think of pomegranate as the protector. In the medical world, they actually call it the antioxidant diamond because it's so incredibly good at shielding your entire vascular system. Pomegranate works in a really clever way. It doesn't just help you make more nitric oxide, it protects the nitric oxide you've already got. Its powerful antioxidants act like a bodyguard, preventing that valuable molecule from breaking down too fast. Here's a great way to think about it. If your body is a car, nitric oxide is the gasoline. Pomegranate is what stops that precious fuel from just evaporating right out of the tank. And yep, the science is there to back it up. A study back in 2007 showed that men who drank natural pomegranate juice every single day for just 1 month saw a significant improvement in their vascular function. That just shows you how quickly your body can respond when you give it the right tools. And that brings us to our third and final hero. If you are looking for a fast-acting boost, well, nothing on this list beats beetroot. Seriously, think of it as a jet engine for your blood vessels. You see, beetroot is packed with natural nitrates, and when you consume them, your body has a direct, one-way ticket to convert those nitrates straight into nitric oxide. The speed is what's really amazing here. The peak effect kicks in just 30 to 60 minutes after you have it, making it an incredible green fuel for those moments when you need peak performance. Just a little tip, make sure to drink it fresh because cooking can unfortunately destroy those delicate nitrates. So there you have it, our 3 superfruits. But as I promised, there's a way to combine several incredibly powerful artery-cleansing ingredients into one simple homemade formula, and we call it the Golden Artery Elixir. But before I give you the recipe, you need to understand this because it's vital. Performance issues are often the very first sign of clogged arteries anywhere in the body. Why? Because the blood vessels in that area are so much smaller than the ones leading to your heart or your brain. So what you're experiencing is actually an early warning system. Your body is screaming at you, hey, pay attention, your heart and brain might be at risk soon, it's time to fix your blood flow. So this isn't just about performance in the bedroom, it's about protecting your entire system. Okay, here it is, the golden formula. This is a really potent way to help cleanse your body's arteries. You're going to need 7 cloves of fresh garlic, which helps relax blood vessels, then 5 whole lemons with the peel on, which provides flavonoids and vitamin C for flexibility. Add 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of natural honey, and just a pinch of saffron for some extra blood flow stimulation. You blend it all up till it's smooth, store it in the fridge, and you're going to drink it twice a day for 10 days. Then take a 10-day break and repeat the cycle. It's a combination that's really designed to rejuvenate your blood pathways. Thank you so much for investing this time in your health today. Just remember, real change doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistency. But you can start making these small changes today. And if this was helpful for you, please share it. So many men never look for this information because of shame, and you could seriously change someone's life. Now, we want to hear from you. What should we tackle next time? Let us know in the comments. Type A for prostate health or B for boosting natural hormones. We read every single comment. Until next time, take great care of your health.